On Friday the 28th of June 2019, the Commissioner for Children and Young People and UN Youth Australia hosted over 150 young South Australians in the Adelaide Festival Centre. During the day, young people developed recommendations on how South Australia can eradicate poverty by 2030. Here's what they said.
People living in poverty do not have a voice in government policies.
Government should be consulting citizens, especially young people and people living in poverty.
Our issue is homelessness. One way to change this would be educating people on how to avoid homelessness before it happens.
Our group came up with the idea that we could increase funding to healthcare so that way people in poverty could get healthcare for cheaper prices and not have to pay as much for them.
Our group has chosen to focus on a lack of safety in housing and family security. The way we were thinking of tackling this is dispensing housing trust communities so they're not all together.
We want to provide more access to mental health and more medical services.
We want to focus on less conversation about the future of poverty and more on the now of poverty.
The red meat production is really affecting poor communities in Africa in particular, and also the environment. And we need to make sure that we're advertising alternatives to red meat to ensure that the production and resources going into this are actually being beneficial and not just causing harm to poor people and the environment.
So our issue statement for this topic is mental health. The change that we want is that counselling should be our online service or free service.
So the issue that we're faced with is providing safe and accessible health services to all women and girls. And the way that we can do that is through allocating more funding so that we can have accessible and subsidised healthcare for women and girls in specific clinics in areas and communities that are in need.